Hello everyone. I know some of you wanted some help with how to use Screencastify, which is a great way to record a video and get it out to your students. So the first thing you do is Google Screencastify. Go to the website. You see it says Add to Chrome, and then it turns on mine already installed. If yours says Add to Chrome, you'll need to go check the Google Slides presentation, and I have step-by-step screenshots of what you should do. I think I've got all the steps in there. That was done from a presentation. If you find I left something out, I'll be glad to have you let me know and I'll make those changes. If it's already loaded, you need to click on the orange arrow right here, and that will have Screencastify open up for you so you'll be ready to record. You have some choices to make first when it pops up. You need to know, do you want just the browser tab, which would open up just one tab? Do you want the whole desktop, which is what I have right here where you can see all the tabs? Or do you want the webcam only? So for now, I'm going to show you how it works with the webcam. I will warn you with Screencastify, you need to be ready. You're going to hear a few beeps and then it immediately starts recording. If your microphone and camera is not detected, you'll have to click on the button and have it locate those. So I'm going to go to webcam just to show you what's going to happen. We are going to click on record, and you will hear the beeps in just a second, and then it will be ready to start recording your live video. There are the beeps. Ooh, I forgot to reposition myself. So there you go. Right here are your controls. You have pause and you have stop. So you might want to be ready. Let's click pause. And then if you wanted to stop the whole video or if you wanted to resume, you could click the resume button. So for now, we're going to hit stop and that will end our video. Alright, once the video is ending, you see it pops up a box. It has saved this video in your Google Drive folder so that you can come back and get this video at any point in time. So there's my video. You see it's untitled. If you want to delete it, right here is the delete button. There are some editing features. I'll be honest, I have not played around with them, but you might try. I think you can cut the beginning and end here. I have also found that the copy shareable link really does not work. This is for your Google Classroom. You can try to share this to your Google Classroom. You're supposed to be able to click here and publish to YouTube, but I have found that does not work. And you could embed this video somewhere. But what I have found works is you're going to click on download and then download. It is going to take this video and actually download it into a folder. And if you're going to notice here in a minute, I have already created a folder that I'm going to put it in on my desktop. So you might want to create a folder. So right here is your new folder. And I have this folder called Screencastify Video. And here's my untitled. I can retitle it Learning Screencastify. And click Save. Just remember where you saved it because you're going to need to go back and find it. You are actually done with Screencastify. So now it's time for you to go to YouTube. So we're going to open up a new tab and go to YouTube. If you notice this YouTube, I am logged into my school account right here. This is my school email YouTube channel. If your channel's not already set up, here again, you'll need to follow the guides that are on the Google slide presentation on how to set it up. Mine is already set up. You can see here, if you click on the three lines and go to your videos, you are going to see all the videos that I have created. So here are all the different videos that I have created. Here's one that I did a trial run on. Here's the one we shared with our parents. So you can see a variety of the videos. What we need to do, so if your YouTube channel is already set up through our school account, you are going to click on the camera right here, click on Upload Video, and go find that video that you just recorded and downloaded. So as it pops up, I'm going to click on Select File, and in just a minute it is going to locate the video. So I put it in the Screencastify video, and it is called Learning Screencastify, and I am going to say open. When the file is open, here's where I can retitle it. I can do a description. If you scroll on down, you have one required question down here. It says audience. Is this video made for kids? This is a required question because of the Children's Online Privacy Protection Act. If you say yes, it's made for kids, kids will not be able to comment, so it's just a restriction. I'm going to select no just to show you what the other options are. So if I scroll on down, I'm going to do more options. There are some different choices you can make here, tags. I have not played around with language, subtitles, and closed captions. I think for the closed captions to work, we'd have to be very careful with our pronunciation to make sure that it is doing and translating it correctly. But if you come on down here to the bottom, you have comments, and there are some choices you have. You can allow all comments. You can hold potentially inappropriate comments for review, or hold all comments for review, or disable. So that does give you some options here if you want to work with those, if you say it is not made for kids. So when you've made all those choices, you're going to click Next. You have video elements. There's nothing you need to do here, so just click Next. This last step under visibility is super important, especially if you're doing read alouds, to make sure that we are following copyright. So you see right now it is on private. Private means only you can see it, and if you choose certain people, you have to give them rights to it. For our situation, we want unlisted, so that anyone with the link can have access to this video. When it is unlisted, nobody can find it on YouTube, but when you share the link, they can actually open it. So you would actually do this and then share it through your dojo or your Remind, so that it's not out there for the whole world when you do it unlisted. And that covers us if you're doing read alouds for your students. Public means everyone can see your video, and you want everybody to be able to access it. So if you're just giving instruction to your kids, if you want it public so others can find it, you can do that. But as a general rule, we're telling everybody to do unlisted, and that covers us if you're doing a read aloud. You're now going to click Save. You've almost made it to the end. When it finishes saving, right here is the video link. So I would click Copy Video Link, so I'm going to click right there. And then I would say close. And now at this point, you can go to your dojo, Remind, wherever you're wanting to paste it. Use your Control V, and you can go in and change it. Now, I will tell you, as you see right here, if you accidentally forgot to change the visibility, you can change it. As you see, this one is public. That is the instructions I sent out to parents. And then I have several videos that are private. So it just depends on how you're doing it. So you can, if you do forget that step, you can come back in here to your videos, channel videos, and change those. So if you have any questions, be sure to let me know. I hope you find this video helpful, and good luck with it, and hope you have great success with becoming a YouTuber with the use of Screencastify.